Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to back up a little bit and talk about what is Kajabi. Because on this channel I tend to get into the details of what Kajabi is and how to use it a lot. And I realized if you're new here, you might be like, what is Kajabi and why does she keep talking about it? So if you're here, if you're a course creator, a consultant, if you create digital products like information products, you're going to want to stick around because I'm going to break it all down for you. You'll notice in that list, I didn't say if you sell physical products, and that's because Kajabi is really not designed for physical products. So you would want to check out something like Shopify if that's your jam. And you'll also want to stick around to the end because right now, April 2025, Kajabi is running the best promotion of the year. It's the best time to get started. And there are a bunch of bonuses that I'll include if you sign up through my affiliate link. So it's the best way to get started. We're going to go through some of the key features of Kajabi, how you can use these features really to build all the pieces of your online business. First, under website on this left-hand side panel, we have website pages and landing pages. Basically, website pages are considered static. They're like your about page or contact page. The information on them doesn't change very frequently versus your landing pages that you use more for marketing efforts. So those might change more often. That's the difference between website and landing pages. When you get started with Kajabi, you can choose a design template. So this template store, it says store, but these are all free. You can choose any one of these designs and apply this design theme to your website. So like this one, Taylor, this is a little preview of the homepage. You can add it to saved templates. So that has added this Taylor template to my saved templates. It's not live right now. That's why I have this set to live template option. But if I want to see what this looks like, I'll go to customize. And up here, you see where it says home. So your Kajabi account comes loaded with all these pages. And once you choose a theme, like that Taylor theme, it's going to apply again to all these pages. So this is your home page and everything here can be customized. Let's go down to your about page. So it's going to have the same kind of colors and fonts. Everything that was on that homepage is going to be applied to this about page and to all these other ones that come as part of that website package. And yes, everything in here is customizable. If you click in here, you can change the text here. Wherever you click, you're going to be able to change that element that you click into. So when I click the image here on the page, it opens up this left-hand side panel, and then I can upload a new file from there. If I want to change the background color, I pop in here. Then you'll go down to background, and this is the background color that's set right now. I can click in there and change it to, any other color that I want. So this is just a real quick intro to how you can use the Kajabi's website pages just right out of the box, customize them to you, and get your website up and going. However, if you want something that I think looks a little bit cooler, if you sign up for Kajabi with my affiliate link, you'll automatically get this homepage template. This is set up to be a homepage, but it features all these different things that you might be offering. It has a little introduction to who you are, testimonials. If you have a freebie, we've got an opt-in section for that. If you have a podcast, if you have a wait list, if you're launching a course soon or planning on it, you can feature your wait list here. I designed this page to have every section that I thought people, just getting started might need. So you can use this for your homepage too if you don't want to use one of those website templates. The next great feature about Kajabi, and this is really where they started, was these products, specifically courses. I think this is the thing that Kajabi is best known for, is digital courses. But you see, you can also have a coaching product, so one-on-one coaching. Community, this is similar to a Facebook group, and you can make it free or paid. So you could do a free community, like as a way of engaging with your audience and, eventually converting them into paying customers. Or you can create a community that goes along with one of your paid offers, like a course or a membership. We also have podcasts, newsletters, and downloads. Newsletters, this is kind of like a blog. Again, you can put a paywall in front of it if you want. Downloads, same idea if you want to sell digital products. So all these products, the idea is that really you can monetize your knowledge using any one of these different types of products. So we can check out this mini course. This is just a demo mini course that I created. And within your course, you have so many different options. In terms of how you structure your content, you have modules, sub-modules, and lessons within those sub-modules. You can create quizzes, like assessments, so people can't move on to the next thing until they complete a quiz. Within your lessons, let's hop in here, you can attach a video file, an audio file. This is one of the other great things about Kajabi, is that you can attach any video file, as many as you want, and you're never going to pay more. Like, you're paying a flat fee, and whether you upload 0 videos or 1,000 videos, it's all included. You can include written content here, downloads. If you have like a PDF or an attachment, you can attach that here. You can enable comments or not, and then you can set up automations. So let's say when lesson is completed, then what do you want to happen? Do you want to send somebody an email? You can send an SMS. You can send a certificate, like if it's the last lesson of your course and they get a certificate of completion. So tons of options for how you want to craft your content. Next, under marketing, we have a bunch of different things here. Probably the most common feature you're going to use is email campaigns. Also, just to touch on quickly, SMS campaign. So they have just introduced texting as one of the Kajabi features. This is one thing I really like about Kajabi, is that they're always introducing new features in response to what people are asking for. So this is one that people had been asking for. So right now it's in beta. They're testing and tweaking and improving it. But it's, again, they're responsive to what customers are asking for. The most common marketing feature that you're probably going to use is email campaigns. Within email campaigns, you can set up either broadcasts. This is just when you choose to send an email to, whoever you want. Actually, you can choose how to filter your list. An email sequence is going to be triggered by somebody else's action. So here's what I mean. We're looking at an overview of this test email campaign. There's just one email in this campaign so far. And here we have no subscribe triggers because I haven't set up anything yet. But just so that you can see kind of what your options are, we'll click Add Trigger. And the then fields are pre-populated. The when fields, tons of things. So the most common things would be, let's say somebody submits a form, like signing up for your freebie or a contact form or getting on your wait list. Anything like that would be a form submission. And then you want to have an email that automatically goes out as soon as they submit that form. Another really common one is going to be when an offer is purchased. So an offer is basically how you price the thing that you're selling. If you're selling a course, the course is a product, but then the offer sets like the payment terms and creates a checkout page. So you might set up an automation so that when somebody purchases an offer, they're sent an email saying, thanks for signing up, here's how to get started, blah, blah, blah. Also, if you're on the growth plan or higher, you can add a condition. And we have all these different conditions. This is not an option on the Kickstarter or the basic plan, but it can be really useful. One example would be if somebody submits a form and on that form you have a multiple choice question. You say, what's your favorite color? Green, blue, or purple? Then you can add a condition. So it says, when they submit this form and they answer blue is my favorite color, then they're added to this specific email sequence. When they say purple is my favorite color, they're added to another specific email sequence. So those conditional automations can be really cool if you're on the Growth or Pro plan. Another feature of Kajabi are these pre-made funnels. This can be a good way of just learning how funnels work. I build funnels all the time. I never use Kajabi's pre-made templates just because I like more flexibility in them. But it can be a good idea, just like a good way for you to learn how things might be set up. For example, let's say this sales page funnel. We'll click here. So we just want to see what Kajabi's suggestions are for how to set up this funnel. And you have to choose an offer because this sets the price of the thing that you're selling. So we'll select an offer. I have this demo offer. It's 50 whole cents. We'll create this funnel. And again, like Kajabi is going to build you a sales page that's going to be like kind of unattractive, but this is a good way of just seeing how things are set up. And you can hover here and it gives you this information on the right. Use this page to collect names and emails from potential customers. So this might be your wait list if you are planning on launching something soon, or it might be a freebie if you want people to sign up and then you send them access to a free offer. We're also going to, if you hover down here, you see that there's a form. So that form lives on this page. That's where people enter their name and email address. Next, we have an automation. When form is submitted, then they are subscribed to an email sequence. This is just like the trigger within that email sequence that I showed you already. Just here, Kajabi is building the form and the automation that goes along with it. Next, we have this email sequence. It's a series of 8 emails, which feels like a lot, but Kajabi has built kind of an outline of what kind of things you might include in this email sequence. We can go back to funnel overview just to see. And then from these emails, there's going to be a call to action sending people to a sales page. I'm going to click in here and see what this sales page looks like. Okay, so this is an outline of a sales page. You can do a lot better than this. I would not put this sales page out into the world, but just for the purpose of seeing how this whole sequence works together, that's fine. And then from that sales page, we're going to an offer checkout page. And this, you'll recall when I started this funnel, this was the only thing that Kajabi had me select, was the offer that I wanted all this other stuff leading up to, which in this case is this 50-cent demo offer. One quick thing, like I said, this is where you take payment. You would also most likely be attaching this to a product. So if you build a course, and the only way that you can grant somebody access to the course is if the course or the product is inside of an offer. This is what the offer looks like on the back end. If you want to see what it looks like from the front end, this is it. You would need to customize the copy here. And then this is where people actually go through, check out, enter their credit card information, and then get access to the product. So that's just a real quick intro to the most commonly used features in Kajabi and how you might use those to launch your business. If you sign up for Kajabi using my affiliate link, you're going to get, well, a few things. You'll get this template homepage that you can install in your Kajabi account. You'll also get free access to my Kajabi Confident course because, I mean, having a template page is great, but what do you do with it? So this Kajabi Confident course, we talk about one kind of mindset, because I know that this can be really overwhelming when you're first getting started. I get that. It's like that thing, how do you eat an elephant? One bit at a time, right? And then this module, three models of knowledge monetization, the most common ways that people monetize their knowledge on Kajabi and get from, beginner to making money as quickly as possible. Then we have these step-by-step Kajabi tutorials. Basically, we break this down into 4 phases: marketing, growth, validate, and sales. And each one of these within this submodule, there's going to be detailed instructions on how to set up your freebie opt-in or your email list opt-in. Or in the validate phase, what do we have here? Okay, these 3, how to set up a low ticket offer, waitlist opt-in, really all the most common things that people do when they're first getting started. And I have detailed video tutorials on how to go through all of this. Your Jumpstart Kit, this is where you get the actual homepage. You can download the zip file here, and then, oh, and don't be overwhelmed by this. I just tried to break it down into really bite-sized little bits. How to set up each section of your homepage, how to customize it for you. So I deliberately created this homepage template and this course for the beginners. The people are brand new to Kajabi and need some guidance as far as getting set up and feeling comfortable with the platform. So that was just a real quick overview of kind of the key features of Kajabi. Kajabi has a ton of features, which can be really overwhelming if you're just getting started. So really try to just focus in on the few that are actually going to move the needle for you and get those dialed in before you dive into all the other features. And right now, it's April 22nd, 2025. Kajabi just launched their spring promotion. It's 3 months of Kajabi for $99. So that works out to $33 a month, which is way cheaper than their normal, the normal plans. What you can do this 3-month plan. It'll automatically enroll you on the Pro plan of Kajabi, which is probably more than you need if you're just getting started. So take advantage of this 3-month promotion. And then at the end, just remember you can downgrade to the basic or the growth plan. And if you sign up with my affiliate link, you'll get access to my Kajabi Confident course. You'll get a free call with me. You'll get a free homepage template, all the things you need to get started right away. So thank you so much. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comments below, and I always respond to them. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.